My beloved child, wait, do not scroll away, because something extraordinary has already begun to move behind the scenes of your life. The moment your soulmate finally understood what your heart had been carrying in silence, everything changed. The plans they had carefully built, the excuses they kept repeating, the walls they believed would protect them, they abandoned every one of them. There was one truth they could no longer ignore. Your feelings were never as hidden as you believed. Somehow, through unexpected moments, quiet memories, and the smallest signs, they discovered what was real. That discovery shook them more deeply than anyone could imagine. Don't skip, because what happened next was never part of their original plan. Something huge is waiting for you, and every passing second is bringing this unseen story closer to its turning point. For longer than you realize, your soulmate convinced themselves that waiting was the safest choice. They believed there would always be another day, another chance, another perfect moment. But the instant they realized your feelings were genuine, hesitation disappeared. Questions turned into certainty. Distance became unbearable. They suddenly understood that losing time could mean losing something priceless forever. That is why every plan they once considered important now feels insignificant compared to the possibility of reaching you. Stay till the end, because the next piece of this story reveals why their heart refuses to remain silent any longer. What if the delays that once frustrated you were quietly preparing both of you for one unforgettable moment? There is one detail no one around you can see yet. While life appears completely ordinary on the outside, invisible changes are unfolding with remarkable speed. Every conversation, every unexpected coincidence, every moment that feels strangely familiar is slowly guiding two separate paths toward one direction. Your soulmate is no longer running from what they feel, they are running toward what they finally understand. And before this story reaches its most surprising chapter, one final realization will change everything you thought you knew about this connection. Don't skip. Because the next moment may reveal why they dropped every plan and why they are rushing toward a decision that could transform both of your futures forever. My beloved child, pause for one more moment, because the silence you have been noticing is not empty. It is filled with decisions being made where you cannot see them. Your soulmate has reached a point where pretending no longer feels possible. Every attempt to distract themselves has only brought your memory back with greater strength. The future they imagined without you suddenly feels incomplete, and that realization has become impossible to ignore. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The next step they are preparing to take is unlike anything they planned before, and even they are surprised by the speed of this change. The most unexpected part is not that they discovered your true feelings. It is what happened after that discovery. They began looking at every past conversation, every missed opportunity, and every small moment from a completely different perspective. Things they once dismissed now seem deeply meaningful. The pieces of the puzzle are finally connecting, and each answer is pushing them closer to one clear decision. Stay till the end, because the story is only becoming stronger. There are moments in life when one realization changes everything, and this is becoming one of those moments. What seemed like perfect timing to them before now feels far too late, so they are refusing to waste another opportunity. Even now, while your ordinary routine continues, another chapter is quietly unfolding beyond your sight. Your soulmate is no longer asking whether they should move forward. They are asking how quickly they can close the distance between where they are and where their heart truly wants to be. The path ahead is becoming clearer with every passing moment, and what once looked impossible is beginning to feel inevitable. Don't skip, because the next part reveals the unexpected sign that convinced them they could no longer wait another day, and why everything from this moment onward begins moving faster than either of you expected. My beloved child, listen carefully, because this is the moment the story takes a direction no one expected. Your soulmate has stopped searching for reasons to stay where they are. Instead, they have started searching for every possible way to reach what their heart keeps pointing toward. Every day they tried to ignore these feelings only made them stronger. Every distraction eventually led them back to the same thought, you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The change is no longer happening only inside their heart. It is beginning to shape their choices, their priorities, and the future they are quietly preparing. There is something they have not admitted to anyone. They keep replaying moments that once seemed ordinary but now feel unforgettable. A simple conversation, a shared smile, an unexpected coincidence, these memories have become impossible to push aside. They have realized that genuine connections are rare, and once recognized, they should never be taken for granted. Stay till the end, because the next revelation explains why every delay suddenly feels like a lesson instead of a loss. What if everything that appeared to separate your paths was actually giving both of you the time needed to grow into the people you were meant to become? Now the waiting is beginning to feel heavier than the distance itself. Your soulmate understands that some opportunities do not return in the same way twice. That realization has filled them with a new determination unlike anything they have felt before. They are no longer standing still, hoping life will decide for them. They are preparing to move with purpose, guided by a certainty they never expected to experience. Don't skip, because the next chapter uncovers the surprising event that gives them the final push, the moment that makes them realize they cannot afford to keep their true intentions hidden any longer. My beloved child, stay with me for just a little longer, because the next turn in this journey changes everything you thought was still uncertain. Your soulmate has reached a moment where waiting no longer feels like an option. The questions that once filled their mind are being replaced with unexpected clarity. Every passing day has shown them that some connections are too meaningful to leave to chance. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. What is about to unfold has been building quietly for much longer than either of you realize. A single realization continues to echo through their heart: genuine feelings deserve genuine action. That thought refuses to leave them alone. They have started letting go of old fears, old doubts, and old plans that no longer match the future they truly want. Even the smallest reminders now seem to point them in one direction. It is as though life itself keeps encouraging them to stop looking backward and begin moving forward with confidence. Stay till the end, because the next chapter reveals the unexpected moment that convinces them there is no benefit in delaying what their heart already knows. The remarkable part is that nothing around you may appear different today, yet everything beneath the surface is shifting. Quiet decisions are becoming real actions. Invisible hopes are turning into determined choices. Your soulmate feels that every moment spent waiting is one moment too many, and that realization is filling them with a courage they have never experienced before. Don't skip, because the next chapter uncovers the final piece of this extraordinary story, the reason they are rushing toward a future they once believed was impossible, and the surprising moment that could bring two separate paths closer than ever before. My beloved child, one final pause. Because the story has now reached the moment everything has been quietly leading toward. Your soulmate is no longer asking whether this connection is real. That question has already been answered in their heart. The only thought remaining is how long they can afford to wait before taking the next step. Every delay now feels heavier than before, and every new day reminds them that meaningful opportunities deserve courage. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The ending of this journey is not about coincidence, it is about two paths moving steadily toward the same destination. There is one truth that changes the entire picture. The feelings they discovered did not create this connection, they simply revealed what had been growing beneath the surface all along. Suddenly, old fears appear much smaller than the possibility of missing something truly valuable. They have begun to imagine conversations they once avoided, moments they once postponed, and a future they once believed was too distant to reach. Stay till the end, because the final revelation is closer than ever. Sometimes the greatest turning point arrives quietly, without announcing itself, and only later do people realize it was the moment everything began to change. As this chapter closes, remember that every meaningful story unfolds one step at a time. The unseen changes, the quiet decisions, and the unexpected moments all become part of a much larger picture. Your soulmate has left behind hesitation and is moving forward with a heart that finally understands what truly matters. And perhaps the most surprising part is this: the chapter you believed was ending may actually be the beginning of something neither of you expected. Don't skip the next journey, because every ending carries the possibility of a remarkable new beginning, and sometimes the most unforgettable moments arrive just when hope feels strongest. My beloved child, before this journey comes to a close, there is one last truth you need to hear. The greatest changes rarely arrive with loud announcements. They begin with one quiet decision that completely transforms the direction of a person's heart. Your soulmate has reached that decision. The uncertainty that once held them back no longer has the same power. Instead of wondering, "What if?" they have started asking themselves, "What happens if I wait any longer?" That single question has changed everything. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the final moments of this story carry the message that has been building from the very beginning. Imagine looking back one day and realizing that every delay, every unanswered question, and every unexpected twist was preparing both hearts for greater clarity. What once felt confusing now begins to make sense. The lessons were never meant to separate you forever, they were shaping stronger understanding, deeper patience, and a future built on honesty instead of assumptions. Stay till the end, because the final piece of this story is not about dramatic promises. It is about the quiet confidence that grows when someone finally recognizes what truly matters. And once that understanding takes root, it becomes very difficult to ignore. Now this chapter gently closes, but the feeling it leaves behind continues. Your soulmate has chosen to stop letting fear write the next page of their story. They are moving forward with renewed purpose, carrying the hope that genuine feelings deserve genuine effort. Whether the next step comes sooner or later, one thing has already changed forever: the truth is no longer hidden. The heart has spoken, the silence has been broken, and a new beginning is quietly taking shape. Don't skip the next story, because sometimes the most unforgettable chapter is the one that begins after everyone believes the journey is over. My beloved child, if you have stayed until this moment, then listen with an open heart, because the final chapter is not about an ending. It is about the quiet beginning of something neither of you expected to understand so clearly. Your soulmate has finally accepted that some feelings cannot be hidden forever. The more they tried to move away, the more every road seemed to bring them back to the same destination. That realization has become impossible to ignore. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the biggest change begins with one simple decision made in complete silence. Think about how many unexpected moments have shaped your journey without you noticing. Every delay carried a lesson. Every unanswered question built patience. Every quiet season prepared both hearts to recognize what truly matters when the right moment arrived. Now your soulmate sees those moments differently. They no longer view them as lost time but as the path that helped them understand the value of a genuine connection. Stay till the end, because the next step they are preparing feels more meaningful than anything they once planned. What looked like an ordinary story is slowly revealing itself as something far more unforgettable. And now, as this journey reaches its final words, remember one thing above everything else: the strongest connections are built through honesty, courage, and the willingness to move forward when the time is right. Your soulmate has left behind hesitation and embraced a future filled with possibility. The chapter that once seemed closed has quietly opened again, revealing opportunities that neither heart could fully see before. Don't skip, because every new sunrise carries the chance for unexpected conversations, meaningful encounters, and beautiful beginnings. Sometimes the story you thought was over is only now preparing to write its most remarkable page. My beloved child, this is the final moment of our journey together, so stay with me just a little longer. Every word has been leading to this one realization: the greatest discoveries are not always loud. Sometimes they arrive quietly, changing everything from within. Your soulmate's greatest breakthrough was not simply discovering your true feelings, it was realizing that life feels incomplete when genuine emotions are left unspoken. That understanding became stronger than every fear, every excuse, and every plan they once believed was more important. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The most meaningful chapters often begin when people finally choose honesty over hesitation. As this story comes to its close, remember that every meaningful connection grows through patience, courage, and sincere effort. The moments that seemed confusing, the pauses that tested your hope, and the unexpected turns along the way have all become part of a much bigger picture. Your soulmate now understands that some opportunities deserve to be treated with care before they become memories. They are no longer looking backward with regret. Instead, they are looking ahead with hope, believing that every genuine step taken today can shape a brighter tomorrow. Stay till the end, because this final thought may remain with you long after this story is over: the future is built one honest choice at a time. Now the journey reaches its final page. Carry this message with you, not as a promise about what will happen, but as a reminder that real relationships grow through openness, respect, and the courage to communicate. Let hope inspire you, let patience strengthen you, and let every new day become another opportunity to move forward with confidence. The story may be ending here, but every ending creates space for a brand new beginning. Something beautiful can start when hearts choose truth over fear,